Tonight, a Phoenix neighborhood in shock and showing support for one of their own who opened fire on a carjacking suspect. That man is dead, 2 women are hurt, and now all new, we're learning something unique about this neighborhood. ABC 15's Christopher Sine is live out there right now. And Chris, this neighbor who fired his gun, is he facing charges?
Well, Steve, as a matter of fact, according to Phoenix police detectives, no charges are expected to be filed. Now, you mentioned the victims there. We're talking about a female victim who is the driver, a female victim who is a next-door neighbor, and then the husband of that next-door neighbor who pulled out a gun.
You're coming down the street and wondering what all that caution tape is doing up in front of your home, so.
Certainly a scene none of us want to come home to. Police lights, crime tape, detectives, and word that shots were fired feet from your front door. Ruben Somoza doesn't consider those next door as neighbors. They are his friends.
We're all worried about both of our neighbors here, what had happened, what they went through.
We're getting a better idea of what Ruben's friends encountered. You see the skid marks on the street there? That's where a carjacker took off after ripping one female neighbor from her car in the driveway, then striking another neighbor who tried to jump in to help. And as that happened, the injured woman's husband pulled his gun on the carjacker.
That's when the neighbor fired several shots at the suspect who was stealing the car.
The criminal crashed a short time later and died. Somoza and others are praising their neighbor for trying to help their friend in need.
We're glad that he was able to do what he had to do. And it's unfortunate for the guy that did it, but, you know, we're all glad that everyone's okay.
And Ruben is serious about his concern. The bond in the Loma Linda area is really unique. They meet monthly, share numbers, even schedules.
Our neighbors are really close. They're really a tight-knit family here. So
for Ruben and those I spoke with off camera, they actually weren't surprised the neighbors took action. And I mentioned there just how close this neighborhood is, and they actually credit an app that we featured on ABC 15 before. It's an app called Nextdoor. This is the icon here. If you give us just a second to adjust the camera, you can see the icon there. Nextdoor, what it does, it essentially links all of your neighbors together so you can connect with them. You can talk about anything from yard work to roofing needs, to burglaries, to robberies, anything and everything happening in your neighborhood instantly. When you share it on this app, all of your neighbors get to see it. It's a way that they use it in this neighborhood to protect themselves. And again, that neighbor who stepped in and pulled the trigger, Steve and Stephanie, not expected to face any charges.
Yeah, sounds like he didn't have much choice there. Thanks so much, Chris.